In today's video, we're going to talk about different ways of looking at the question of how much life insurance you might need. My name is Zachary, and I'm an attorney at the law office of Zachary D. Kimikowski, PLLC, and I help parents with minor children and individuals nearing retirement achieve their life and legacy goals. So this will be the first approach at answering the question, how much life insurance does a person need? In this approach, we will try to estimate various costs, and then it'll just add up, just sum up, and then that'll give us a number. So the first question is an estimate of final needs, including medical and funeral costs. And a funeral can cost maybe up to $15,000 right now. So we'll put $15,000 for a funeral, and then final medical expenses we'll put at another $15,000. We'll just assume that they have good insurance. So $30,000. Then there would need to be a readjustment fund to help the insured's family members cover unexpected costs and adjust to the loss of income. Now, this could be a big number. We could estimate the loss of income at maybe, depending on how many years, let's just say $1 million. Then you might want to also add any mortgage payoff amount, and that could be, we'll just say $400,000. Then we'll need a present value of the amount needed to pay for dependent expenses while children are still at school. Let's say that they have one child and you're thinking about the cost of college. I've done some other videos on the cost of college, and I encourage you to look at those. But let's just say this is $400,000. And then you'd want an estimate of the amount needed to pay for the surviving spouse's living expenses until retirement or until their death. So you could do just living expenses here, and then you could do from retirement until death here. So let's just say it's another $400,000, and then we'll say that the retirement shortfall income would be another $400,000. So that puts the final insurance need at $2.6 million. And as you could see from this exercise, it's very difficult to kind of quantify this, and this is probably how an insurance company would want you to do it, because it might lead you to be overinsured. Let's move on to a different way of looking at it. It's the human life valuation. And this is just a formula. This formula is for a present value of an annuity. And what you do in order to do this is you would do the insured's current income, and I would do it after taxes. So let's say that they make about $150,000 a year, so let's do $120,000 as an estimate of post-tax income. Now, then you want to put in the discount rate, and that is going to be, in this case, it's going to be your estimate of your expected average return on investments. And I'll put 0.06 for this. And then let's say that they are a 40-year-old and they have maybe a toddler. So they'll maybe need like 20 years of life insurance. So that puts the amount at 1.3, almost $1.4 million. And as you can see, that's quite a bit lower than the 2.6 million in the first approach that we did. Now, an alternative approach is to just treat it's called the capital retention approach, and this is just a perpetuity formula, and it gives you an estimate of $2 million. So you might think this estimate is too low, and then this would give you a higher estimate. So you might choose something in between. Both of these are sort of a check on the first approach, which to me seemed pretty high. The benefit of these are they're based on real numbers that you know, and it's much simpler to calculate. And then we'll just do a final approach. This is called the income retention approach. And then this is an estimate that for each spouse, what you're doing is you're taking the total household income and you're subtracting the the survivor's income to get a total income shortfall. So let's say the after-tax income of the survivor is $80,000. Say they make about $100,000, so after tax, maybe about $80,000. So the total household income would be $200,000, and then the insured in this box, this is going to be spouse A, and so spouse A's income is $120,000 after tax. So just as before in the human life, it's 1.376 is the recommendation. Now, let's say that the spouse B is a few years younger. Let's say that they're 38, and they want to have insurance for those for 22 years. So that puts their insurance need at almost $1,963,000. So in this way, what you're doing is you're making up the after-tax income without inflation for the insured's income that you're losing if they pass away before the term. So this was just a quick video to give you an idea of how you could approach the question, how much life insurance do I need? Again, my name is Zachary, and I'm an attorney at the law office of Zachary D. Kamikowski, PLLC. If you have any questions, I encourage you to reach out to me at txwealthlaw.com. Thank you.